Good morning. We're gonna go live here in about 5 minutes, so make sure you tell all your friends that Morning Mews is on YouTube. Send them the link to this show. It always helps a ton. We've got such a good show coming up for you. I'm finally gonna give you all the details about the true crime walking tours. I've been teasing it for like 2 weeks now. But I finally have all the deets, and they're coming your way at the beginning of the show. And then we're going to get into the Morning Mews. Taylor Swift has a new song. I've got all the deets on that coming up as well. And then we're going to talk about the youngest survivor of the Titanic in the Book of Unusual Knowledge. It all starts here in about 4 minutes, so make sure that you tell your friends about it. Good morning, Marissa. I see you in the live chat. Don't forget to hop over into the live chat. Say good morning. Say hello. I always like to get in there. Any questions, concerns, comments, or curses you can send over there or to our text line, 601-557-2281. That's 601-557-CAT1. Text me your first name to that number, and you might be playing Prize Pond later. Prize Pond live for a prize on the show. It's very, very fun and very easy, and you're gonna get a prize. So don't throw a fit. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. That's the old saying, right? Yeah. So if you want to play Prize Pond, text me your first name. Also, you can leave me a voicemail or a text anytime at 601-557-CAT1. All right, we're gonna get started here very soon. Hang in there. It is 7:01 on a Friday morning. You made it another week. It's time for the Morning Meowncements. This is the kitsch-minded morning show where we get you ready for the day. I am your host, Nightcat. Thank you so much for waking up and being here. In fact, I saw Jessica over in the live chat said that she isn't even working today. Today is her day off, but she woke up early just to come hang out and talk about Nightcat stuff, which I think is pretty fun. Oh no. Okay, yep, we're good. I was worried that we were playing other music. I don't think we are. I think we're good. If there are ever any issues, let me know in the live chat. I try to keep my eye on that while we stream. How are you? We've got such a great show coming up, but before we get into it, I feel like we have to talk about it. Finally, I have all the details for the Nightcat True Crime Walking Tours. Alright, so here's the thing. I have been looking for work. There is not a lot of work right now, especially for someone who, I'm not going to say I don't have any skills, but my skills are very specific, and my industry is just not hiring right now. There's not a lot in marketing and entertainment that I can find. So I'm sort of just forging my own way and doing my own thing right now. And part of that are true crime walking tours, baby. There's so much interesting true crime history right here in Salt Lake City. In fact, when people find out I'm from Utah, later they'll reach out, they'll be like, man, I didn't realize this until I knew someone from Utah, but like half of the true crime shows I watch take place in Utah. We've got a really fascinating history here with true crime, and so much of it is walkable that I want to take you on the Nightcat True Crime Walking Tours. So here are the details, all right? We've got 4 dates at the end of April and the beginning of May. So there is Thursday, April 29th, Friday, April 30th, Thursday, May 6th, and Friday, May 7th. All right, I'm going to do these 4 dates. It's going to kind of be a test. I'm going to see if this is something feasibly that I can do, feasibly that you like. I think it's fascinating. I think you're going to have a great time, but who knows? I want to get to the bottom of it. So, these are going to be a little bit cheaper than what I would normally sell them for because of that reason. These are going to go for $25. There are 20 spots per date. I suspect they're going to fill up very quickly. So, if you would like to go on the Nightcat True Crime Walking Tour, the link is now live. You can buy your tickets right now. Go to the link tree, or I put the link in the description of this video. You can go get your tickets right now to the True Crime Walking Tour, April 29th, 30th, May 6th, and May 7th at 7:30 p.m. Let me tell you a little bit about what we'll be doing on the Nightcat True Crime Walking Tours. So we're gonna start at the Green Pig. This is a 21 and up event because we have to start at a bar. I tried to find restaurants. They're less willing to host groups of people. So we're gonna start at a bar. Make sure you bring your ID. They won't let you into a bar without an ID. We're gonna start at the Green Pig, and then I'm gonna walk you on over to the Judge Building. If you don't know the Judge Building, it was recently made famous in Murder Among the Mormons. It got blown up back in the 90s, resulting in the death of one man, and that was just the first in a string of attacks. So, we're going to talk about the Judge Building, then we're going to head over to the Shiloh Inn. I'm not even going to tell you what happened there. You got to find that out on the tour. It's really bad. Then we're going to take another 30 to 40 minute break at another bar near the Shiloh Inn. Moving from there, we're going to go to the U.S. District Court, where the very first, oh my gosh, the very first case ever tried in that brand new court building resulted in the death of the defendant when he got shot by a U.S. Marshal because he was trying to kill a witness. It was nuts. Absolutely nuts. Market Street Grill, and then we'll head over to the Leonardo from there. We're going to be hitting a ton of other, like, non-crime related points of interest along the way as well. Really, it's just about having fun. It's about going out, learning the history of our city, because listen, our city changes like every 4 seconds. I don't know if you've been through Salt Lake lately, but every time I look at it, it's different. I haven't been going into the office for a month, and I went downtown recently. It looks different from the last month that I was there. And I think it's important to preserve this history. It's not always pleasant. It's not always easy to talk about, but I think it's just as valuable and important to our history as anything else that we decide to keep. And with the city changing as quickly, we run a risk of losing that history. So that's what this is. It's about going out, learning history, and having fun, and having a good time, getting a couple of drinks, and getting back together finally. The reason it's going to be about another month before these happen is because I get the second dose of my vaccine in mid-April. Then I've got 2 more weeks before I'm fully vaccinated. After that, baby, it is going to be a party. You can find all of the details as well as check-in information, all of the safety and preparedness rules at the link on the Eventbrite page. So if you would like to get your Nightcat True Crime Walking Tour tickets, they are available now. They are going to go fast. You can find the link in the description of this video, or you can head over to the link tree. That is also down in the description of this video. Additional very exciting news on that front, since we're talking about it. The very first episode ever of Curiosity Killed Nightcat, which is our true crime paranormal companion podcast episodes on the Nightcat Radio podcast. Well, the first one dropped today on Patreon. Patreon gets the Curiosity Killed Nightcat a week before anyone else. If you are a patron, it is in your inbox right now. I sent it out last night. You actually got it a few hours early because I couldn't wait. But you got it last night. I also have it as a post on the Patreon, but you can only get access to it if you are a Patreon patron. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. But Curiosity Killed Nightcat is available right now. It is a true crime extravaganza today, folks. And if you haven't subscribed already to the Nightcat Radio podcast, you're missing out. Okay, the business is out of the way. I think it is time now to get into the Mews. This is the Morning Mews. These are the top headlines that you're going to want to talk about before you go into school or work. And I want to get started with Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift just can't stop dropping music on us. She can't help herself. She's been locked up like the rest of us. She's bored. She has a lot of feelings, and she wants to tell us about them through her work. She dropped a new song. It's called You All Over Me from The Vault. Now, the thing is, last month she announced that she was re-releasing her Fearless album. There's a lot of drama, but long story short, Scooter Braun, who she hates, who represents Kanye West, bought her old record label and kept all of her masters, and they wouldn't sell them to her. So she decided that she was going to re-record all of her old albums and re-release them as her own thing. So Fearless, Taylor's version, is the first one of those, and she said that it will include the original 19 songs from the Fearless album, plus 6 unreleased songs from The Vault. Songs that she hadn't planned on putting out. She is remastering, re-recording, and putting them out there. So the first of those is You All Over Me, and it has guest singer Maren Morris. You know the one. House Don't Fall If the Bones Are Good. That Maren Morris. Bones Good, Good Bones. She is singing backup on the Fearless You All Over Me. So it's okay, honestly. It's from Fearless, so it's a little more country than I'm usually into. But if you like her country stuff, you're going to love this song. It's very good. You can find it now streaming anywhere where you stream your music, or right here on YouTube. That's how I watched it this morning. I watched the lyric video. Okay, we've got to talk about this gal. Hold on, I didn't have time to write down the highlights of it. But this gal, we talked about her on episode 12 of Nightcap with Nightcat. That was on Wednesday. You can go back and watch it. It was a very good episode. But I told the story of this Florida woman who had been reported missing for 2 weeks. It actually turned out to be 20 days, so it was closer to 3 weeks. She had been reported missing for 3 weeks, and she was found in a storm drain by passersby. Pedestrians looked down there because they heard yelps for help, and they saw her, and she had been down in the sewers for 3 weeks. So we finally have some follow-up. I saw this article on KUTV. Here's what ended up happening. I guess this woman, her mom says that she has a history of erratic behavior as well as use of illicit narcotics. So, you know, it's Florida. She's got a history of drug use. Not that nobody deserves to be stuck in a sewer for 3 weeks, but just telling you know how she ended up there. I'm assuming it was like meth or something where she was feeling real adventure-y, because I guess she was walking by the canal next to her boyfriend's house and she found a door. And curiosity got the hold of her, and she opened it, which led to a tunnel, which led to another tunnel. And eventually she was so curious about where all these tunnels led, she got deep into the sewer system and got lost. Couldn't get back, and ended up wandering the sewer for 3 weeks. Now, there's not a lot of detail on how she survived for 3 weeks. I'm sure she did some really terrifying, horrible, sad, scary stuff to survive for 3 weeks in the sewer. But yeah, when I made the joke that she was Ninja Turtling, she did. She straight up Ninja Turtled. She ended up in the swamps until she could find someone to help her. Now, the thing is, she says that she's fine. Like, I don't know how you're fine for 3 weeks. I'm assuming, like, did you drink sewer water? I feel like you had to have drank sewer water, right? Ugh. But she claimed she didn't need to be Baker Acted. The Baker Act in Florida allows mental health professionals and the court to hold someone against their will for 72 hours for psychiatric evaluation. But she told the cop, she goes, listen, I really don't think I need this. I just want to go home and rest. Okay. Okay, girl. So maybe she's not a Ninja Turtle. Maybe she's Master Splinter. Maybe she's just now one with the sewers. All right, quick update on Britney. Britney Spears has made a motion in court asking that her father be permanently removed from the conservatorship. If that sounds like it's already happened, it kind of has. So, God, was it back in December maybe? It was a couple months ago. She was in court asking them to remove her dad from the conservatorship, and they said, well, we're not going to do that, but we will make him share it with a trust. So now there are two people in charge of the and there's been a whole team responsible for the conservatorship, but her dad was the one that called all the final shots. Well, now he and the trust that they set up have to make all of the decisions for Britney's conservatorship. She's asking that he be removed and replaced with her friend Jody Montgomery. Now, Jody, I'm on board with, because Jody has a degree in social welfare. She and her husband run a firm that specifically specializes in conservatorships, which are very complicated and weird areas of the law, but they know what to do, they know the ins and outs, they know what they can do, what they can't do, and they know how to protect people who are in conservatorships. She also used to be on the payroll as Britney's care manager. So she was the one making sure that she was at her appointments and taking her meds and eating her food and getting to shows on time and everything like that. Anything Britney needed, she was the care manager. She provided it. So if there's anyone who understands Britney's needs as an adult more than anybody, it's not her dad, who, by the way, not very involved when she was a child either. Jody, I think, has a good head on her shoulders. And it's hard to say, because really what you're saying is who should be in charge of Britney Spears' enormous fortune. And even the kindest, most honest people can be tempted when they have that much money thrown into their control, you know? But clearly Britney is upset with her dad, and I just feel like if she has to be under a conservatorship for whatever reason, they won't tell us what it is, but for whatever reason, if she has to be under a conservatorship, she should at least have some say in who she works with. You know what I mean? I don't know. It doesn't feel right to me. And finally, Chrissy Teigen has quit Twitter. It feels weird, man, because that's really where she got famous. Like, she obviously was famous for being a model and for being married to John Legend, but it wasn't until 10 years ago when she got herself a Twitter account that we all started watching, because she was, like, the funniest person on Twitter. In fact, there's a great Instagram account that I follow called Comments by Celebs. She had a roundup. They did a Chrissy Teigen roundup every week of all of her best tweets because she was so funny and real and relatable. But she says that the bullying has just gotten so out of control. She says, quote, "It's time to say goodbye. It's no longer serving me as positively as it is negatively." And it was really sad because she really did sound like she was saying goodbye to her friends, you know, like for a long time. And she's been through a lot of stuff. And for a long time, her Twitter family was like her family. I feel really bad for her. So just be nice. And remember, like, listen, Lord knows I love trolling people on the internet. I think it's really fun. But remember that people do see it. And celebrities and politicians and the people that you're yelling at, they do see it. Now, they probably deserve it if you're yelling at them. I'm not going to sit here and say don't yell at celebrities and politicians, but just keep in mind that there's a real person on the other end of that reading it. So if you wouldn't want to be reading things like that, or if you think it's too mean, then don't do it. You know what I mean? That being said, I'll never stop trolling your racist grandmas on local news agency Facebook pages. I just won't do it. I will get on there and I will tell Joyce where she can stick it any day of the week. You know what I mean? She can take her comment and she can stuff it where the sun don't shine because she's a racist and she needs to know about it. And that is the Morning Mews. Before we continue, I would like to plug our Patreon. Again, Patreon patrons, you're going to get the true crime episodes of the Nightcat Radio podcast, Curiosity Killed Nightcat, before anyone else. It's the first episode's available now. No one else gets it. It's just you. And if you would like in on those special privileges, the Patreon is the place to go. Patreon.com/nightcatshow. It is an awesome service where you can support your favorite shows. Keep me independent, keep me with the lights on, keep me with an apartment, you know, regular stuff. While I continue to figure out how we can make this long-term, how we can make this permanent, because I'd love to be able to do it forever. I can only do that with patrons, Patreon support. You can pledge either $3 a month or $5 a month, or even more than that if you are able to. Totally cool if you're not. I only need, you know, a little bit. I'm not asking you to mortgage your house or anything. Please don't mortgage your house for me or anything. What am I, a cult leader? $3 or $5. You can pledge a little bit more if you want. It really does help so much. So thank you to my patrons who keep us on the air, who keep this going, and I hope you enjoy Curiosity Killed Nightcat. Let me know what you think about it in the comments on Patreon. I'm really excited about this one. I'll give you a little teaser, actually. This is about the Temple Square shooter. So if you are a Utah local, in 1999, there was a shooting at Temple Square. I have all the hot details about it right there on Curiosity Killed Nightcat. Find it at patreon.com/nightcatshow. Alrighty. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, okay. This is very fun. By the way, we're not doing show and tell today. Show and tell Friday got pushed because I had too much to announce at the beginning of the show. So we will do show and tell Friday next week. But for now, if you are hungering for something like that, you can head over to our house tour. You can find that in the Sung and Treasure playlist on the Nightcap with Nightcat YouTube channel. But I went through and did just a house tour of the entire house, all the toy collections, all the animals, my plants. I'm very proud of my plants. You can find that, go check out the rest of the videos on my channel. Before we are getting into that, though, we are getting into the Book of Unusual Knowledge. Book of Unusual Knowledge. Book of Unusual Knowledge is basically a big bathroom reader, and it just has fun facts for you from everywhere. There's every kind of fun fact in here. There's good ones, bad ones, sad ones, funny ones. This one is about the Titanic. I did not know this, but the youngest survivor of the Titanic was Melvina Dean. She was 10 weeks old when she was pulled from the ship. Now, her father did die in the calamity, but of the 2,227 passengers and crew, only 705 of them survived, including Melvina. Here's the thing. Now, so she survived, she lives her life. In 2009, this is what I think is really great. Melvina was having a really hard time paying for her elder care. She was in a nursing home, and the expenses were just mounting and mounting and mounting. So Leonardo DiCaprio, oh my god, I combined their names. Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet had made some huge donations. It doesn't say how much they donated, but let's just say that Melvina did not have to worry about her nursing home costs anymore. So they paid for the rest of her nursing home costs. Now, it didn't last very long. She died later that year at age 97, but they were able to take care of her and pay for her through the rest of her life. And good, man, because one of the things that made both of them so big, and obviously they're incredible actors and well-respected beyond Titanic, but Titanic was really a name maker for both of them, and I'm glad that they paid back. They gave back to the community. I think that's really cool. And that is the story of the youngest survivor of the Titanic sinking. Isn't that something else? All right, let's go take a look over at the live chat on the YouTube. Good morning, Marissa, Jessica, Katie, Dark Prince Zizor, who says that he turned off his alarm clock for this week for spring break, but still waking up on time. I know, man. That was the thing. Like, before I started doing Morning Meowncements, I was so used to waking up so early to go to work all the time that it felt weird laying around in bed this early in the morning. Like, I have to get up and do something. Now, granted, as soon as the podcast is posted and all the video clips are uploaded to YouTube, I'm back in bed taking a nap. But yeah, I'm up and I can't get back to sleep unless I'm up and doing something. So I feel, yeah. Mindy, Andrea, Lindy, Emmanuel, what's going on? We've got Andrea, Nathan, Ashley, Ammon, Erica. Oh my goodness. Wow, it is a big day. Good morning. This early on a Friday during spring break? I didn't expect so many. Hi everyone. It is so good to see you. Kayla, Shelby. Oh, Kayla, I have been looking for you. I think we need to talk about Ed Gein, don't we? If we need to talk about Ed Gein, talk about it in the comments. I'll try to reach out to you. Or actually, if you're the Ed Gein one, will you please? I don't have access to the old text line, and I can't get a hold of you for stuff. If you will text me to the new text line 601-557-CAT1, that would be great, so that we can meet up. And I don't want to spoil it for everyone else, but you and I have some Ed Gein something that we need to address and talk about, and then So I'm glad you're here. Good morning, Kayla. Ed Kemper, not Ed Gein. Ed Kemper. The other Ed. The other scary Ed. But yes, Kayla, text me. You know what you need to text me about. All right. I think it's time then to get into the prize pond. Prize pond, if you don't know, is a live game show where you can play live for a prize. Text me your first name to 601-557-CAT1. I might be calling you to play for a prize right now. Make sure you're next to your phone. Pretty please. Pretty please. Oh, wait. There we go. Random scroll. Okay. All right, we're going to do it. I might be calling you. I hope you're next to your phone. Yes. We ringing. Oh, Kelsey. If you're Kelsey, I'm calling you. Oh, no. One more ring, then we try to find someone else.
You have reached the voicemail box for Kelsey Henry.
Oh, no, Kelsey, I'm so sorry. We'll play again sometime. Try again. Okay, let's see. I hope you're by your phone, Nisha! Nisha.
Hello?
Is this Nisha?
This is Nisha!
Nisha, it's Nightcat. How have you been?
I'm so good. How have you been?
Oh, so stinking good. I can't even handle it.
Good.
What are you up to today? You got anything fun planned for the weekend?
I am doing an open house for the weekend. I just listed my house yesterday, so we're hoping that goes really well.
Oh, congratulations. I feel like houses are flying out of here faster than Dr. Pepper's, at BYU. So...
Oh my gosh, I know.
You're going to sell your house in no time. So congratulations. It's
I'm
very
so excited.
exciting. Is it a good move? Like, are you upgrading?
Yeah, so we are actually, my family and me and my husband are moving down to Texas, so lots of exciting adventures.
Wow. What part of Texas?
We're going down just outside of Dallas.
Awesome. I love Texas. It's pretty fun down there.
It's so nice, and there's no snow.
Oh, no snow. I know. Well, this year they had quite a bit of snow. I had friends in Austin who lost power for like 4 days. It was nuts.
I
down
know.
there. So
that scared me a little bit. I'm like, I think it'll be okay.
You thought you were getting away from winter, but maybe you're bringing the winter to Texas. I don't think they'll appreciate that.
Yeah, me and my husband said that's our fault. We said we're moving down there, so they had to have a catastrophe. Sorry about it.
That's so true. All right. Well, Nisha, how would you feel about playing Prize Pond?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Awesome. I assume you've watched us play before, but if you're watching at home and you haven't seen us play before, this is how it works. Behind me, I've got fish tanks. And in these fish tanks, not only are there fish, but there are fabulous prizes. I have set out a hook and a net to catch a prize this morning. There's a fabulous prize on each one of them, but Nisha, you have to pick which one you would like. Would you like the hook or the net?
Oh, I'm so indecisive, and I'm so excited. Let's do the net.
You want to go with the net? Let's do it. Oh, cute. Okay, this is a mini clay unicorn. So it comes with the clay. It's actually a unicorn yoga studio. So you build little yoga mats and a little unicorn out of clay, and I just think it's so stinking cute. I can't even handle it. How do you feel about unicorns?
That is so cute.
They're so stinking cute, right? And this is a great little kit. But, go on.
I think I'm going to switch to the hook.
You're going to switch to the hook? Let's do it. So everyone does get the chance to switch if they'd like to switch and see what is on the other prize line. Let's see what we got here. Oh, you've got some Harry Potter bumper stickers.
I was hoping for Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter.
Oh, yes, girl. You've got a bumper sticker here this is like, by the way, pre-movie merch, which is my favorite kind of merch, which is the old like chapter art, artwork and stuff like that. But this one says, "Go away, Peeves." It's got Harry and Ron inside the invisibility cloak.
That's my favorite.
Oh, that's so good. Good. And then you've got a Hagrid one that says "Keeper of the Keys and Grounds," which I think is very cute. I'll make sure to include
Oh, my heart is so happy.
I'm so glad. I'm going to make sure to include some Nightcat stickers and magnets as well in a little goodie bag. I'll make sure that that gets in the mail for you. Nisha, thanks for playing. Good luck with the open house.
Thank you, Jackson. You have a great weekend.
You too, dear. I will talk to you later.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, Nisha. That was so fun. If you ever want to play Prize Pond, we play it every morning on the Morning aMEOWncements. Morning aMEOWncements happen at 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time right here on the Nightcap with Nightcat YouTube channel. You don't want to miss it. It's always a great time. It's always very, very fun. All right. Let's see. We did Prize Pond. We did Unusual Knowledge. We talked about the Patreon. We did Morning Mews. I think that's it. One more time, real quick. Our true crime walking tours are kicking off April 29th. If you would like your spot, they're going to fill up super fast. The link to get the tickets is in the description of this video. It's also on the link tree if you're used to finding the link tree. You can get your tickets there. Reserve them. They're going to fill up fast, and I don't know if there are going to be more dates. I hope, but you never know, right? So keep an eye out for that. If you're a member of the Patreon, make sure you head over to patreon.com/nightcatshow so that you can find the newest episode of Curiosity Killed Nightcat, the true crime episode of Nightcat Radio. That is only available on Patreon right now. So I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think about that. Yeah, I think that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for all the love and support. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I'm mostly going to spend the weekend cleaning these fish tanks because they're kind of gross and grimy. But speaking of the fish tanks, I think I should leave it to them. It's time for the 3 minutes of fish. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. I will see you Monday. Bye, bye, bye.